have here is a Casablanca Panama in the somewhat uncommon White Navajo finish. This ceiling fan came from Matt Cody in Fanimation of 2019. It's just been sitting around as backlog of sorts until now, as I just installed it and tested it for the first time, and now I'm videoing it just over a year later. And the fan itself is pretty basic. It's just your regular old Panama, except it's in White Navajo, and it has your basic bleached oak blades. And this is a 1989 Panama, meaning this is the first year that White Navajo was on the market, as this, along with textured Verde and the other Navajos, Peach and Pastel, were introduced in 1989. Meaning, this is the only year that White Navajo was made with the notched hang true, which is kind of cool. Then here's the tag on the nice super duper thin switch housing. Alright, and now I will go ahead and demonstrate it. So, let us see how it performs. Starting with speed 1. And one thing you will pick up on eventually is that one of the blade brackets is knocked upward in pitch a lot, as the one blade is a lot higher than the other four. However, it thankfully doesn't throw the fan out of balance that much. However, regardless of that, I still do plan on, trying to knock it back into place. Speed 2. Speed 3. Speed 4. Speed 5. And I'm sure at this point it is at least somewhat evident with the jump in the blades. It goes like my hand there. You can see that, one of the blades is a bit higher because of the bracket. But apart from that, it runs great. It's very quiet bearings, blows good air, and despite that, it is still in balance pretty well. And speed 6. And also, since this is a 1989 Casablanca, you do got to keep your eye on that flywheel, because you never know what could happen. And I did, have a look at it before putting the fan up, and as far as I can tell, it still has some decent flexibility to it, which is good. And I am going to keep my eye on that flywheel just to make sure that, nothing goes awry with it, because, you can never trust those 89 Casa flywheels. Nobody really knows what they did to the flywheels that year, but they're more prone to failure, so got to keep your eye on them. And there you have it, a Casablanca Panama from 1989 in the somewhat uncommon White Navajo finish. Hope you enjoyed.